Queensland, in the northeast corner of Australia, is a region of spectacular beauty. With its warm tropical climate and endless coastline, it's little wonder that Queensland is called the Sunshine State.
And it's paradise over here. If you've got a sense of adventure and you love the water, then this is the place for you.
Being able to educate the wider community about our animals is just really meaningful.
There's so much culture and there's so much knowledge that's right under their feet.
Join us as we explore this bountiful land, learn about its rich history, connect with its ancient landscape, and meet its incredible wildlife, both small and large.
To look at a whale eye to eye is one of the most extraordinary experiences you can ever have.
Get ready to experience Australia. Our first stop is the island of Gari, formerly known as Fraser Island, 3 hours north of Brisbane. At over 1,800 square kilometres, Gari is the largest sand island in the world. But it's not all sand. The island is blanketed with lush rainforests and eucalyptus woodlands. Gari's flourishing plant life is all possible due to a naturally occurring mycorrhizal fungi present in the sand. This fantastic fungi releases nutrients in a form that can be absorbed by vegetation. Each year, 500,000 visitors flock to Gari to experience its crystal clear waters, golden beaches, and unspoiled national parks.
I think what everyone will love is that freedom of adventure over here.
Mark Robinson is the owner and operator of Gari Fraser Island Adventures.
I've been lucky enough to be coming to this beautiful Gari Island since I was a little kid. I just basically have never wanted to leave.
Spanning the length of Gari's eastern shore is 75 Mile Beach, a stunning coastline, perfect for four-wheel driving.
Driving's a great experience on the island. Now, it's certainly not like driving on the road, and the car does feel like it's a little bit out of control. Some people are quite nervous before they do it, but those people are often the ones that are hard to get out of the driver's seat.
Four-wheel drives are the only vehicles permitted to drive on Gari. Unlike other vehicles, four-wheel drives are designed for off-road use and can evenly distribute power across all four wheels. This provides the traction needed to prevent getting stuck in the island's sandy surface.
It's such a wonderful experience and something that people just will never probably do again. Put the windows down, you can feel the fresh air coming through there, and you see the ocean right next to you as you drive along.
Along 75 Mile Beach, you'll find the Champagne Pools, the best location to enjoy the ocean water on Gari. The island is surrounded by notorious riptides and is home to sharks and jellyfish, so these naturally formed rock pools create a shallow haven for swimmers.
The amazing thing about the Champagne Pools is that as the waves break over the rocks, they sparkle up and bubble just like champagne.
Embedded in the sands of 75 Mile Beach is the shipwreck of SS Mahino, which was stranded here during a cyclone in 1935. Once an ocean liner ferrying passengers between New Zealand and Australia, the SS Mahino was also commissioned as a hospital ship for New Zealand naval forces during World War I.
When you come to Gari, you're going to expect to see some amazing wildlife.
Gari is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it supports a diverse range of wildlife.
You're going to see the beautiful Wangari, or the dingoes, which are the most purebred dingoes left on the planet.
Dingoes are free to roam the island. Gari's dense foliage and ample fresh water sources make it an ideal habitat for them. The rainforests that cover the island's interior provide a cool escape from the sun, allowing visitors to marvel at the towering Saturnae and brushbox trees in relative comfort. Flowing through the trees to 75 Mile Beach is Eli Creek, the largest of the freshwater streams pouring out into the Coral Sea.
It produces about 4 million litres of perfectly good drinking fresh water every hour of every day.
Gari is nature's reminder that amidst our bustling lives, there exists a world of unspoiled beauty.
It's a sensory overload, actually. You'll have the smells of the rainforest, you'll hear the ocean in the background, birds chirping, you'll feel the beautiful soft textured sand. It's an amazing and magical place.
To the west of Gari, within the Great Sandy Marine Park, we arrive at Platypus Bay. If you are lucky enough to visit the region between July and November, you might be able to witness one of the most extraordinary animal migrations in the world.
To look at a whale eye to eye at water level from our rib is one of the most extraordinary experiences you can ever have.
Andrew Ellis is the director of Pacific Whale Foundation Eco Adventures.
Pacific Whale Foundation is a not-for-profit research, education and conservation company. All of our activities are funded by our commercial activities, our whale watching tours and retail sales through our ocean store. The tours we do are in Platypus Bay between Gari, Fraser Island and the mainland. We can get out over the shallows really quickly into the whale watching area. And we head out there to have a look at the incredible southern Pacific humpback whales, which migrate up here each year and spend their time in the bay resting and preparing for their return journey back to the Antarctic.
Known as the Whale Nursery, as it provides a safe shelter with warm, calm waters. This is one of only 2 locations in the world where the whales will stop for up to a week. Most humpback whales travel up to 10,000 kilometres during their seasonal migration. They seek out cold, nutrient-rich feeding areas in summer, but then look to safer, warmer waters in winter for mating and birthing.
They're the 5th largest of the great whale, and when you see them up close and personal, right next to the boat looking at you, their size is something that blows your mind.
The male whales have a mystical song, which scientists believe is part of the mating ritual.
It's not just about vision, it's not just about watching whales. We can listen to them too. We carry a hydrophone and we call it the Pacific Ocean Symphony. You drop that down, you can hear dolphins, you can hear all sorts of things, and if we're lucky enough to hear a humpback whale sing, it is just the most amazing experience.
While its exact purpose is unknown, sound data reveals that while in breeding grounds, the humpback males all sing the same melody. They can sing in sessions that last from 5 minutes to over 24 hours, repeating the same song over and over.
All of our tours are led by our research department, led by our scientists. It's all about learning about whales and other marine life and learning about our environment.
Once close to extinction, humpback whale numbers are now steadily recovering. Today, scientists estimate that over 100,000 humpbacks inhabit our oceans.
It's just a different perspective on nature, and it really brings back that beauty of the world we live in.
In the upper reaches of the Noosa River, we arrive at the Noosa Everglades, a 65-kilometre channel that starts in the catchment of the Great Sandy National Park and finishes at Noosa Heads. And the best way to experience the unparalleled tranquility of the Glades is by kayak.
The Everglades is a very serene place. You can sit and feel the peace and the quiet. It's a wonderful place to connect with nature.
Vivian Golding is a co-founder of Canoe Capers.
Canoe Capers is an adventure kayaking business. We run guided and self-guided kayaking tours into the Noosa Everglades.
An Everglade is a natural tract of flooded grassland, home to abundant flora and fauna.
We've got 36 kilometres of wilderness where you can go day tripping or multi-day tripping. It's a very pristine waterway.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
Launching your kayak early in the morning as the mist begins to lift reveals a labyrinth of waterways.
As you paddle through the different areas, you'll see a very diverse range of flora and the fauna. You have all the mangroves, but you also have the paperbark trees, and then you get into the eucalyptus forests as well.
The stillness is profound, broken only by the dip and drip of your paddle. The Noosa Everglades are often referred to as the River of Mirrors due to the smooth, reflective surface of the water.
The reflections in the water are just, quite mind-boggling, really. The Noosa Everglades has 45% of Australia's bird life. So, yeah, a very diverse range of fauna.
Paddling the Noosa Everglades can be a full-day adventure or an extended journey with camping along the way. It's a campus paradise with grounds dotted throughout the Great Sandy National Park.
So what people love most about the experience is the reward of paddling themselves all the way up into this wilderness area, the serenity. You go in and all you hear is the sound of the birds and immersing yourself just by your own self-propelled paddling.
Navigating the Noosa Everglades by kayak is an unforgettable journey that feels both intimate and awe-inspiring.
Everyone loves to see nature in its natural state. "12 kilometres from Brisbane CBD, you'll find Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, a refuge for sick, injured and orphaned koalas. It is the world's first and largest koala sanctuary.
Usually wherever you are in the park, there's a little grey face peeping back at you.
Amy Swin is one of the passionate team members at Lone Pines.
We opened back in 1927. We started with just 2 koalas named Jack and Jill. Now we're home to over 100 koalas. It's a very authentic wildlife experience.
Koalas are tree-dwelling marsupials and are classified as endangered in Queensland. Over the years, Lone Pine has made significant contributions to koala research, from the analysis of behaviour and biology to the development of vaccines critical to protecting the koala's future. In addition to koalas, there are 70 other species of native Australian animals residing at Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, and many opportunities to see them up close.
You might even see a wombat or dingo going for a walk. Then we've got plenty of daily shows where you can get to learn more about our animals.
Lone Pine also has a 5-hectare kangaroo reserve where visitors can stroll through the grasslands and hand-feed the roos.
Being able to educate the wider community about our animals is just really meaningful.
The sanctuary is not only a haven for animals, but a place of education and conservation.
So you leave at the end of the day feeling like you've made a difference.
Moreton Island, also known as Morgumpan by the indigenous Noogie people, is just a 75-minute ferry ride from the bustling city of Brisbane. This popular island attracts visitors far and wide, wanting to explore its pristine shores and numerous adventure activities.
So this is the 3rd largest sand island in the world. And it's paradise over here. Beautiful white sandy beaches. You're away from all the hustle and bustle of the Gold Coast.
Christopher Adams is a tour operator with Australian Sunset Safaris.
We do adventure eco tours on Moreton Island where we feature snorkeling, kayaking and sandboarding.
Moreton Island has a rich maritime history with numerous shipwrecks scattered along its coastline.
We have shipwrecks out here that you can snorkel around and have a good look.
One of the most visited sites of Moreton Island are the Tangalooma wrecks. These iconic wrecks consist of 15 sunken ships that were deliberately scuttled by the Queensland government to form a protective breakwall.
The first one was sunk in 1963, and the last one sunk in 1984.
Over the decades, these sunken vessels have gradually transformed into a vibrant coral garden, providing a haven for over 100 species of marine animals.
The kayaking's amazing. It's like snorkeling without getting wet. So we paddle out amongst the shipwrecks. You've got clear kayaks so you can see the fish while you're paddling over it, the coral as well.
There are many ways for visitors to explore the wrecks, from snorkeling to sea scootering and even via helicopter. Heading a kilometre southeast of Tangalooma, guests will encounter the sand dune network known as the desert.
Once we get out to the desert, you're in one of the few places on Moreton Island that are not covered in trees.
With an elevation of 90 metres, Moreton Island is home to some of the world's tallest coastal sand dunes. It's the perfect playground for thrill seekers to try out sandboarding. Just remember to keep your mouth closed.
You can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometres an hour. I love my job because we get to come to this beautiful place. Really, it's paradise. Seeing people's happiness is really cool. It brings a lot of satisfaction. People appreciate the remoteness of Moreton Island as soon as you walk off the ferry. You have that adventure feel straight away.
Just 40 kilometres south of Moreton Island is North Stradbroke Island. The Quandamooka people have called this land home for more than 21,000 years. Their name for Stradbroke Island is Minjerribah.
My name's Alicia Kissick and I'm a Quandamooka woman from Minjerribah, North Stradbroke Island.
Alicia Kissick is the owner and operator of Eura Tours.
I thought that it'd be great to actually pass on my knowledge that I'd learnt from my grandparents. And I really wanted to share my story and my grandparents' story and base it all on the fauna and flora of the island and everything that I learnt growing up as a kid.
One of the stops along the tour is Brown Lake. Brown Lake holds great ceremonial importance for the local Aboriginal community, serving as a sacred site for women's rituals. According to tradition, Brown Lake is inhabited by the rainbow serpent, to whom women must seek permission before entering its waters.
On one of my walks, you get to have a bit of a forage, and depending on what the bush has to offer on the day, you may be able to taste some of our native berries and different plants as well. At certain times of the different seasons, you may be able to have a bit of taste of native honey.
The island is home to a population of native bees. Among them is the Jalaman, or sugarbag bee. This distinct variety yields honey with a uniquely earthy flavour.
So I'd like to include a lot of the Jandai language, the different names of the plants, learn about the Indigenous uses or the Aboriginal uses of all the plants on the island. Also learn about the Quandamooka creation stories.
The Quandamooka origin story begins with the theft of a magic shell and ends with the original landmass dividing into two distinct islands, Minjerribah and Mulgumpen.
There's so much culture and there's so much knowledge that's right under their feet that they probably wouldn't have really known that, my people have been using for millennia.
By embracing Indigenous stewardship of this precious environment, North Stradbroke Island has emerged not only as a captivating destination, but also as a shining example of community empowerment, reflecting the Quandamooka values of deep respect for all living things.
I believe in leaving footprints and only footprints and taking away beautiful memories to transform you.
Four hours north of Brisbane, we come to the final stop in our journey, Double Island Point Conservation Park. Located within the Great Sandy National Park, this spectacular expanse of coastline is famous for its unspoilt environment, excellent surfing conditions, and a diverse range of outdoor activities.
My favourite thing is being able to share my knowledge of this natural world with others.
Vince Young is a tour guide with Epic Ocean Adventures.
On our adventures, we'll head to the Noosa barge where we'll cross the river, and then it's down onto Tiwa Beach for 50 kilometres of beach four-wheel driving through the Great Sandy National Park, lined by the Pacific Ocean on one side and by the Koala sandmass, one of the oldest sandmass formations in the world.
The dune field is remarkably old, with some surface dunes dating between 700,000 and 800,000 years. It is, in fact, the oldest recorded coastal dune formation in the world. But to see the best of Double Island Point, you have to experience it from the ocean.
So as we venture out from Honeymoon Bay, we paddle around Paradise Point into what's known as the Cove. From there, we'll get spectacular views of the Double Island Point Lighthouse and the stunning cliffs that make up this headland.
The waters surrounding the point are teeming with marine life. Of the 7 sea turtle species in the world, 6 can be spotted in this area.
We'll come across some incredible marine life, whether that's bottlenose dolphin, birds of prey, and of course, manta rays.
Manta rays are one of the top draw cards of Double Island Point. These gentle giants of the ocean can grow up to 7 meters from wing to wing. While much is still unknown about their migratory patterns, some manta ray populations are known to undertake long-distance seasonal movements, traveling hundreds or even thousands of kilometers between feeding and breeding grounds.
The thing people love most about the experience is just getting out of their comfort zone, stepping out into nature and off the beaten track.
Each corner of Queensland offers a tapestry of experiences waiting to be discovered. It is a land brimming with natural beauty, rich Indigenous history, and endless adventure.